Did you know that in 2020, you can still make money from Facebook groups? That's right, I said it. You can still make massive amounts of money from Facebook groups if you know how to do it the right way. So I'm going to teach you the right way to market on Facebook groups. Don't go anywhere. So in today's video, I'm going to show you all about Facebook groups and how to make money from it the right way. Now, like everything that I teach on this channel, I want you to understand that nothing that I talk about is an overnight sensation type deal. In fact, anyone who promises that you can make money overnight doing very little work is lying to you. Does it happen? Could it happen? Sure, of course. There are overnight sensations. There are things, anomalies, all sorts of interesting stuff that happens. So I believe firmly that those things can happen. But for anyone who says this is the way to get instant results, it's usually just clickbaity. And clickbait works, so it is what it is. But Facebook groups has been a decaying form of marketing for the last few years. I am fully admitting to that, simply because there has been an influx, an overabundance of marketers who do things the wrong way, and they just honestly, they suck. They are hardcore dummies, and they think that by overly saturating Facebook with their "hey, click me now" type tactics, that they're gonna get people foolish enough to click them. Sadly, some people do, but the major populace knows better than to click a random link that could possibly be phishing for their personal private information, and they know better than to do stuff like that. So these morons who go out and market their link to everywhere, they obviously ruin it for everyone. Now, can you still make money from Facebook even after that? Sure. I mean, you gotta understand that Facebook is one of the most popular websites in the world, and with that being the case, there is no slowdown of it. I mean, if you check out the news, there's lots of legal issues going on Facebook, and I'm not going to get into politics and all that. But regardless, Facebook is still a strong contender, and it's one of the most popular websites in the world. And it even has its own tab here for Marketplace. So if you happen to have products that you want to sell that you actually have, on hand, you can do that. But we're not going to talk about Marketplace. We're going to talk about groups. And I'll do a series on Facebook marketing, how to make money on Facebook. But let's start with the basics first. Okay, so as you can see, this is a group that I'm a part of. It's called Direct Sales. Very simple, obvious, to the point. There are a lot of groups that I've joined over the years. This is on my more marketing account on Facebook. I actually have a personal one and a marketing one. But yeah, this one is a public one, so I'm sure I could show you this one without any issues. But the approach that I have towards starting your own group is that you should be using this group to enrich people and make it kind of like an exclusive club. That's more the direction that I would take with. I heard a noise from my dog. I thought he was throwing up. He's just chewing on his toy. All right. That is the approach that I would take towards starting your own group, is you want to use it as kind of like this exclusive club and invite people to it. Now, I have a few groups on this account that honestly, they're not really pulling it. I haven't been active on any of these groups, and this is my marketing channel. I started another group on my private one, on my personal one, and I'm trying to grow that now. But over the years, I had created and managed a few of these groups, and while I don't have the extensive member list as something like direct sales does, the point remains the same, is that you essentially create a group, and this is one that I've managed, and you pour in value to this group. You see, I need you to understand this one thing. No matter what you think about any of these concepts, any of these ways of making money, the core of everything is providing value. It is all about providing value to your group. And this is way more effective than just posting it on your personal page, because on your personal page, there's a bunch of people that their family, their friends, they may be put off by the constant marketing. They don't want to hear it. They're like, well, what's the deal? I don't want to be pitched to. Nobody wants to be pitched to. Nobody wants to be sold to. So you provide value. Now you could do that on your private, on your personal, your personal wall, on your personal profile. You can provide value all day long. However, the goal, the strategy that I have with that is you provide value on your profile page, on your wall or whatever, and then you create a call to action. If people want to know more, join me on the Facebook group. And you can start growing your Facebook group that way. Now, the most effective way to grow and manage your Facebook group is to actually have a product that you sell. And from that product, they have the ability of joining this exclusive group. So, the reason for that is because, the Facebook group actually serves more as a support line. So if they're using your product and they have questions about it, well, they can talk amongst each other and, pitch questions to you within this group. And that has been the tried and true most effective way of managing your YouTube channel. Your Facebook group, is making it more of a support group. But again, you are providing value, nonstop value. So you could do value as sort of like a cookie crumb type deal with your own personal profile. But when it comes to getting the bigger picture, getting the meat and potatoes, that's supposed to be saved for your Facebook group. Now, you can do that as a way of inviting people from your profile to your group. Why would you do that? Because that way people are primed, that they are already conditioned, and that if you pitch something, they're interested in what you're selling. So they're interested in what you are discussing. So if you pitch a product to them within the group, they are more than likely to buy from you as a result. You've already brought in your audience to a specific location. It's kind of like managing your own email list. Although I would highly recommend you put them on your email list anyway. The Facebook group is similar in that way, that these are people that appreciate your content. The value that they are receiving from you. They're preconditioned, and therefore they will buy from you. The likelihood of them buying from you from being within the group is way better than being on the personal page. So I can be on my personal page and I could type in whatever it is that I want to. I could do videos where I am sharing value. And of course, Facebook is a social network, so you should be social. Here is, one example where I'm just kind of putting in some value. Do you still hate Mondays? Let's change that. Comment below if you want more info. So, I'm pouring in some value, and I'm just, trying to break into people's mindsets and give them some cookie crumbs, give them something to chew on. If they want more, then that's my opportunity to invite them to a Facebook group. And within the Facebook group is where I could pour more and more value to them. And once I have a product ready, I can go ahead and start pitching it to them. They will likely buy, way more likely than if they were just on my personal profile. Does that make sense? So that's one method. And obviously, like I said, you may want a separate group for this, but if you have a product and that product, let me say it again. If you have a product, that product should have its own Facebook group to act as a support group. Okay, so you may wind up having a few Facebook groups. It just depends on the purpose of each group that it plays in. There's also another method, and the other method for the Facebook group is the one where you let people just kind of post crap on there, and that's where things have been just kind of sucky, you know. Let me show you an example if one of these are. I don't even know. Let's go back to direct sales. But anyway, this is a public group. You know, no exclusivity here. But I believe if I read the about, it would tell me absolutely nothing. Okay, that's cool. But basically, this is where people are posting their links. Want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Free samples. Yada, 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 yada. Now, this method of Facebook group marketing is, it's got a mixed bag here. I mean, I definitely think it's possible. I've seen results from this as well, from doing it this way. But look at this. You have a bunch of people marketing their own stuff. And you notice how there's no comments being left. You know how there's no likes being left. You'll get one every so often. But, you know, there's not a lot of engagement on this stuff, right? You don't get a lot of engagement on any of these posts. This person seems to be consistently posting here. And look, the only comment she does get is, hello. And then she doesn't even respond to this person. This was back in July. So she's posting everywhere. And she finally receives a comment. Comment is not, hey, I want to buy that product. It's, hello. And even at that, she doesn't take the time to respond back. Maybe she sent them a private message. Maybe. But we don't know that. And I don't think that's really adequate or whatever. But the point is that there's really not much engagement going on. So how can you possibly turn this around in a good way? Very simple. This one right here from Robin Prather. She posts offer, and then she says Friday, final day for BOGO. Okay. Still, one like, and I wonder if it's from her. Yeah, Robin Prather. So the one bit of engagement and the one comment that she got is from herself. All right, so how do you turn this around in your favor? Well, like I was saying a moment ago, all these people are posting, and this is just one group, but all these people are posting. Why are they posting here? What is the point? Why waste your time? The reason why they're posting here is because they want someone to buy from them. They want someone to buy their products. And guess what this means? This means that these are people that understand the basic concept of making money online. They have a desire to make money online, but they're not successful at it. They're not successful at it because clearly, why waste your time? I haven't done this in forever. Why waste your time posting in marketing groups like this where it's kind of a free-for-all? It's like, hey, you got something you want to market? Here you go. I mean, it's a public group, but still, what are people getting from this? There's 29,000 members in this group, and the engagement is horrendous. The engagement for a group that's supposed to have 29,000 members is horrendous. Why, out of 29,000, are comments and likes only in the single digits? Less than 5. Why is that happening? It goes to show that this is not a successful way of marketing. So turn this around in your favor. What you do is you go to these people. All right, Sherry Jones clearly must not be doing well. She's selling, it says here, she's an independent consultant for Pansy. So I would just go and, I could contact her here, or I can just pull up another tab and maybe find out a little bit more about her. Now, here's something that I would highly recommend if you go this route. Do your due diligence. Don't chase the almighty buck. Remember this. If you learn anything from my channel, it's that you need to be a problem solver. All right? The problem here is that people like Sherry Jones, I don't know anything about her. This post was a while ago, so maybe at this point she's doing well. I don't know. But the point is that from what I see, she's interested in selling to make money online, but she's not doing well based on this Facebook group method. Now, she could be doing it other ways. She could be, paid. I don't know. I don't know any of that. But from my first few seconds of looking, I could tell that she's not getting what she wants. This is not a good method. So, do your due diligence. Go to their their profiles, and just try to get a feel for what their interests are. Do your due diligence. So the first thing that I said is that from my channel, I teach you need to be a problem solver, and then we just identified the problem. The second thing is you need to not chase the money. If you chase the money, you will not catch it, ever. If you focus more about solving her problem, about giving her value and showing her what she needs to be successful and finally make that breakthrough, then the money comes naturally. Because people can see through BS. People can see through a sales pitch. You go to her and say, hey, looks like that Facebook method isn't working. Can I show you something that is working? That sounds like a sales pitch and nobody wants to hear it. It's cringy. Total strangers coming to me pitching something. Nobody wants that. Do you want that? Is that something you enjoy? No. So, what you would do is, you would make friends. I'll add her as a friend. Make friends, and then, depending on if she responds to it or not, I just move on to the next person. But you can also send her a message and say, hey, I just found you in one of these Facebook groups. Just thought we could connect. Trying to make some friends on here. Trying to make some friends on here sounds like you're not trying to be salesy. Trying to make some friends on here. And that's it. Leave it at that. Don't say, want to buy my product? No, don't do that. Want to make some friends. And that's where it draws back to the first part of what I said in this video. You start providing value on your profile. Okay. Now you could carry on a conversation. You tell her, hey, I found you in one of these Facebook groups. You don't even got to say what it is, really, unless they ask. Saw you in one of these groups on Facebook. Just thought I'd reach out to you and see how you're doing. I'm just trying to make some friends here. That's it. And whatever she says in response, you talk to her, you say what's up, and you just keep carrying on the conversation. And then, she may develop an interest in following you. You will show up on her feed, right? Because as you post, if she is following you actively, every time they log into their, Facebook for the first time, they'll see this feed, and you'll start to pop up. And depending on what you say, boom, it'll start showing up. It ties back to the beginning of this video. You start posting value. Post value. Do live videos. Live videos sends a message to people telling them, hey, you just went live, and you have the message right there as you're going live. Like if I click live video, my computer's not going to really do this because it's kind of weird. And plus I'm using the camera right now. But my point is that you could go live, and that sends a message to everyone and say, and then they can watch you and listen to the value that you put in. You could do that. You could upload, pre-recorded videos, pictures with captions on them. You could just write some cool stuff and post it. And the more value that you put, the more times it's going to show up in people's feeds, and they're going to get to know you through that value. They're going to start to trust you. They're going to start to like and trust you as a result of this. Think about this. At this point, you are not pitching to anyone. Sherry Jones, I don't know who she is, but she's using a method that is not working. So, you reach out to her, add her as a friend, and you see here I'm followed by 217 people. This is on a profile that I don't even use anymore, but 217 people. These are 217 people that will see my posts as I'm providing value. 217 people that I can reach. And, if they are interested enough, I start marketing a group, they will request to be a part of this group. And from this group, that I know, once they're in this group, I know that these are the people that are interested. These are the people that that are open to what I have to show them, because they have already built a level of trust with me. Right? Does that make sense? They've already built a level of trust with me, and therefore they are less restrictive, as opposed to going up to someone and being salesy to them. These people on my group have let their guards down. So at that point, when you do pitch within your group, there's a lot less no's and a lot more yes that you'll hear. And you can do that. You can get those people added to your friends list and bring them to your group, and then start to market to them through this. Now, can you pitch to them within messages? Well, it just depends on the natural flow of the conversation. Obviously you could get to that point, but this is obviously a slower method. It's not going to get you sales overnight, but imagine if you did this for a bunch of people and you got several people in your pipeline where you are marketing from Facebook groups, and these people that are posting for no reason. This is such a failing way of marketing, because you're getting no engagement from a group that has so many people in it. And plus, everyone is so used to and annoyed by all of these constant direct sales. They're just ignoring them. So, be creative, think outside the box. Reach to these people that are selling. These people I know are interested in selling online. So let me make friends with them, give them value, let them trust me, and then invite them to my group. And then I pitch my products to them, which they can use to be better at their own sales. It all comes together. And at this point, they see your intention and they know that you're going to pitch to them, and they're ready to whip their wallets out because they know you, they like you, they trust you, they're following you, and they know that you can solve their problems. That is the key to where it all comes from. You solve their problems, and the money will naturally come to you. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up to let the YouTube algorithm know that you appreciate the content on this channel. And of course, click on the subscribe button and bell notification to be updated when I post future videos. And last but not least, don't forget, you need to click that link below in the description box so that you can follow with me on this affiliate marketing business that I have been using. And I'll be more than happy to show you how to set it up and everything. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. You can take the concepts from this and literally duplicate it for any business that you personally have a deep passion for. It is really awesome. So click that link below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy Jason. Much love, God bless, and as always, you know how I do it, y'all. Peace.
I should make money for free. Yeah, that's how money works. Money for free. If I ain't got a boss, then it's not a legal way to make money. You gotta know that's true, right? You gotta have a boss that, okay. The only way to make money is by spending a crazy amount of time. If I'm not like slave or nothing like that, okay. But okay, here we go. Nobody makes money from home. This COVID thing is just a fluke. We're gonna be in office again, and If you seriously want to help me, you should like just give me money. You know, I mean that's how you show me